reading for Capricorn, Capricorn. All placements. I apologize for not coming on lately. I have my kids with me, and anybody who know who been listening, paying attention, I ain't been able to see my kids for a little second, and just somewhere out the blue, my baby mama just called me, asking me if I wanted to get my daughter. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I ain't even want to say what I'm about to say, but I want to get my child. What kind of stupid question is that? Um, so yeah, finally got my kids, had my kids for the weekend. My two kids, they met for the first time. Shit like that. I was excited about that. But at the same time, I don't think I have no issues with my second child's mom, but the first one, yeah, she on thin ice, boy. I'm about ready to go to them courts. She got a goddamn right out of the agreement with that visitation, or she going to court. Take your ass to court, boy. Don't play. Not playing with me. My name on that birth certificate too. But anyway, getting a little too personal, man. Once I got this protect my energy as I open myself up to give a reading for Capricorns at this time. Please give me clear discernment and the perfect words to tell them what they need to know right now at this time. All right, listen. I've been being called to start off with the What's the News deck to see what's going on in y'all energy and y'all business. So we're going straight to the What's the News. What's the news? And most I got in spirit. What is going on in Capricorn's life? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What is going on? Spirit. Okay. Light bulb. So somebody light bulb moment. Somebody has some type of sudden realization. So maybe this is a random burst of inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Or just feeling inspired or insightful awareness coming from, randomly. Like light bulb moment. I don't know if the light bulb moment just came randomly or if something triggered it. Yeah, something definitely could have triggered whatever this is. It could have been a red flag or something that you've seen that gave you insight on something or some type of sudden realization. And I feel like you over this situation, whatever this is. This could have been a situation where you was falling in love or it's a lot of intense emotions between you and whoever this is, and you over it. I feel like you could be over falling for people who not emotionally available with the single and ready to mingle, for a relationship on the hunt. So maybe like you be catching feelings for people who ain't done with partying, drugs, sex, and acting youthful and shit. Even if they not youthful, some people, you know, I think not I think, but people who've been in relationships for a long ass time and they was like in the house shelter, they wasn't able to live and shit. They gonna do their thing one at one. I feel like everybody have a party phase or a whole phase or something like that in their life, male and female. So I don't judge about shit like that. But if I know you've been a hoe for 20 years and you still making certain mistakes, ain't no you don't get no leeway for shit like that when it come to me. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe other people might give it to you, but not me. Now, if you a female, you ain't never had no whole phase, and you make that little mistake, or you start going down that path, I ain't tripping because everybody go down that path for a little bit. I don't give a fuck if they do two things. I know some really good women who smashed two cousins, two brothers, but that been the last thing they did like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Everybody different. Some women just need to get that little whole energy out of them, and they be good for the rest of their life. Some women just keep returning back to that shit. It's because of trauma, but you know, I don't judge. Only time you will hear me say anything judgmental, like say if you know a person, these people that be walking around delusional, acting like they top tier and shit, and they this, that, and the third, and they got community coochie, community penis, and they talk like they so top tier, like they somebody everybody want to marry. Like, cuz, come on now. That's when I think moments like that is when it's okay to judge. You ever been in an argument with a person who don't see nothing wrong with what they was doing, nothing wrong with the way they moving, nothing wrong with the way they speak? That's a moment. That's when it's time to judge. That's when it's time to speak and use that. You use your words as a sword. Sometimes you gotta cut through them illusions, or you could just walk away and be like, "Nah, I'm gonna let God do that." But reason why I don't let God do things in that um situation. Like if I feel like I need to tell you something to humble you or whatever the fuck, cause how you acting, and I don't take it upon myself to humble people, but y'all know what I'm talking about. People really get beside themselves. But the reason why I tell people What's up, Jacoby? Or Aiden, however you saying, what's going on? But the reason why I tell people about themselves, because sometimes people get karma and they don't even understand they getting karma for how they treated this person, that person, what they did over there. They don't understand sometimes. Sometimes motherfuckers go through karma 10 times to realize, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing a quick Capricorn reading real quick, but if you want a question answered or something like that, you know, my Cash App, get your boy intuition. You know, $10 for a question, 20 for three questions. Let me know. Let me know. It could be some red flags that you've seen that gave you sudden realization about somebody. It got something to do with sex, kinky ways, fantasies and fetishes, openings, sexually open and looking to explore. So if something, some whatever this red flag is or was, it could have shown you what type of time this person was on. Oh shit! It is Sunday. Damn. Hey, I got my daughter with me right now. We're gonna have to push that free question to tomorrow. Damn, I forgot it was Sunday. I had my kids all weekend and shit. My two kids met for the first time and shit like that. That was really my first time spending the night with my son. You know, just found out he was mine. So it's been a lot going on this weekend. But definitely, we're gonna do that tomorrow. I'm sorry, I gotta hurry up with this because my daughter outside right now. I don't want her being out there like without me watching her. All right, some type of secrets coming out of the bag, cats out of the bag. Some or maybe somebody just untrustworthy. Damn, somebody could make money. Somebody could be a sex worker. Capricorn, I don't know if you've been dealing with somebody and you figured that they was a sex worker, or maybe they said something and you like, but I only know hoes that say that. I only know prostitutes that say that. I only know prostitutes that do that. I only know certain type of people who say, do, or move like this, or something like that. And dirty money is here. Kinky ways, spilling the beans. Somebody could be a sex worker or having sex for money. Same fucking thing. But you know, some of these women out here like classified as different. But I ain't even gonna lie, those women be like, "Oh, you gotta pay a bill to touch it, bro." That's the same. That is the same as prostitution. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't look at it like that at first, but it is. It's the same as prostitution, but your price is the bill. That's the price. Instead of on the girls on the corner, it'd be like 200. I mean, I don't really know. I had homegirls that was prostitutes, but I've never bought no coochie before. I've never had to do that ever in my life. But I ain't gonna lie, the older I got in dealing with these females and shit, the older I get, I see and understand why men buy coochie. What's the point of going to court a woman for her to hide who she truly is, lie about who she truly is in order to gain your resources without even trying to get commitment out of you? You feel me? This one thing I'm gonna say to all women: ain't no women shouldn't be checking for no man pockets if you're not trying to be in a committed relationship with that man or build with that man. Now, if he come to you offering you his pockets, that's different. You asking for some shit, that's out of pocket, knowing damn well you not about to be loyal to this man. You about to go and do something with somebody else that night or later on, and go and ask that person. If he can't do it, go figure it out. Go team up with the person you having sex with and y'all figure it out. When girls come to me and they be like, "Oh, can you cash at me this, that, and the third?" And I know they got boyfriends, all that. Like, what? What the fuck is your man doing? Is he sitting beside you trying to see if I got it too? Like, that's weird, cuz that's weird. Don't come to me. Ask the man you smash. Especially if we're not friends. Especially if I ever try to reach out to you, be cool with you, and you don't fuck with me, but now you need something. Oh no. Another thing I was just thinking about too, and I feel like this got something to do with what we talking about, this the storyline with this whole thing. I noticed another thing with women and men, but mostly women, because you know I deal with mostly women, so I see it more with women. You can't even compliment. I say compliment. What the fuck? You can't even compliment somebody these days without them getting big headed and acting like they pimp of the fucking year. The motherfuckers. You compliment a motherfucker now they think they Prince. A nigga compliment a man too much. He start thinking he Prince. Compliment a female too much. He start thinking she. What's a female that just get that pull like that without even showing their body, without even doing the most? They start thinking they got down. You feel me? And that's how people be blocking their blessings. And me, I'm the type of person like that. If I'm dealing with somebody, I'm going to uplift my partner. I'm gonna make you feel good. I'm gonna make you feel secure within yourself. Everything. I'm gonna make you, yo. I'm gonna raise your confidence. But don't try to look at me like I'm a fucking fan just because I'm trying to raise your confidence. Because you know how many girls in my past get heartbroken because they think because I'm showing them love and saying little sweet shit to them that they got me wrapped around their finger. And when I cut that shit off, they be looking lost. Like, well, what the fuck you thought this was? You thought this was a play zone? No, this is a no play zone. Some people be at too big of ages to be playing with people. All this little high school shit, like fuck that shit, bro. You 40 years old, your ego should not be being stroked by somebody giving you a compliment. Just because somebody compliments you don't even mean they want you. And me, like I said, I'm the type of person I like to uplift people. Like if I see somebody post a picture and they're looking good or they looking happier than normal, I will love that shit. But that don't mean I like you or want you or want to touch you or would even let you touch me. And that's one thing where a lot of females fuck up with me. They think, they can wear a certain type of clothes around me and do something and be looking at me like, he don't want me. He don't, bitch, I'm not a lustful ass nigga. I don't lust after people. If I like you, I'm getting into your mind. I want to know how this shit right here work. See if we can coexist together. Because if not, I don't give a fuck what you look like. You can get the fuck on. Real talk. But yeah, somebody want to reconcile with you. Somebody missing, like y'all. I don't know if y'all went out on dates or the romance and passion between y'all, the laughter y'all had, the joy that you brought to this person. This is the only thing they're thinking about, and this, leading them to want to reconcile. They could be right. They could be realizing who you were to them. They could think or got some type of epiphany that you were a part of their soul tribe or supposed to be. They could have fucked it up though. Like, listen, ain't nothing solidified in this world. People be like, "Oh, I can't wait to meet my soulmate." Yeah, get with your soulmate and mistreat that person and see if God don't send that person another soulmate after he cut you or he or she cut you off. Ain't nothing stuck in this. You could be meant to be with somebody and fuck that whole connection up. God, it could have took 30 days, 30 years for God to connect y'all together, but you can fuck it up in 3 days, literally. And God will tell that person to push you out their energy and you will be fucking replaced. Real talk. I don't give a fuck if you a twin flame. You can get replaced. God will send that person another. All right, Spirit Most High God. Let's see who is these people, this person in Capricorn energy. Spirit Most High God. And even if that didn't resonate with somebody, man, sometimes you gotta give jewels, drop jewels, so people would know how to move with situations, man. Cause me, I noticed ever since my spiritual journey started and I started healing my heart chakra and shit, it's like I wear my heart on. I always wore my heart on my sleeves, but now it's like times 10. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna sit here and say that that is wrong or that you shouldn't move like that when it comes to love. But 9 times out of 10, until you meet the person that you feel in your soul you're supposed to be with, bro, you gotta be nonchalant. Especially men, be nonchalant. Be fucking nonchalant. I don't care. Women be like, oh, I don't want no nonchalant man and da 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 da. You want somebody to boost your ego so you can start walking around acting like you Beyonce and think you gonna talk to me all type of way? I'm sorry. And I ain't gonna sit here and say my mindset is stuck and rooted in that, but I ain't met too many women that don't act like that, especially if they're insecure, especially if they don't get that many attention or that much compliments, or if they just don't believe nobody when they tell them that they're pretty. You know, it's people out here. I know women out here, bro, that, and then let me tell you, like, listen to what I'm about to say, y'all, because women especially, listen to this, because y'all go through this shit a lot and don't even know it. It's women out here that us men know that, oh, if you go up to her with compliments and giving her this certain type of attention the right way, you gonna get it. You gonna get in there. And guess what we do when we fall out with y'all? Send our friends, send our cousins, and y'all fall for it and don't even know. And then sometimes you ever had a female talk down on you about a dude, like trying to compare you to a dude that you sent to her? That should be so funny. And they'd be like, damn, you think you running game and you in the middle of a fucking game, you ain't even know what's going on. That's like being in a basketball court, you don't even know that. Oh, like, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker with amnesia being on the basketball court. Oh, is that what is going on? I'm sorry, y'all. Anybody who went through that or experienced something like that, you fall out with people, a bunch of people may, and the person people may know. It's two reasons why people that know somebody come towards you. Either they was sent or they saw, they was watching on the outside, or they enemies from of that person and they just want to, get in them. It ain't too many reasons, bro. You would know too. You would know. Pay attention. Use your discernment. Some people say little underhanded shit to see if you're gonna confirm something they heard or something they think they know. As soon as you answer that question the right way, oh yeah, yeah. And them boys ain't gonna stay around when certain men, when they hear about you in a certain light, they're not gonna stay. They're gonna have their fun with you and they're gonna get up out the way as soon as they start catching feeling anything. They gonna get out of the way. So if y'all deal with men and be like, damn, why these men so temporary? Like, man, plenty of reasons. Either you're too easy. I'm sorry to say it like that. And I understand that being easy comes from a lack of self, a lack of self love, not rooted in that. You don't know your self worth. I understand that, but we all go through that shit. Sometimes that happens from loving the wrong people, being raised wrong and shit like that, being raised by a fucking hater. Sometimes parents be haters and make you feel like that. But I'm just making y'all aware of it. Men take advantage of that shit. If you a female out here, you don't love yourself. You're not rooted in your, and you know what I'm saying. You're not putting a handle on them insecurities. Men going to play on that shit all day. Women kind of do that, but not really, because women love confident men. You feel me? When men gonna stick to wherever the confidence at, and men always think, oh, you gotta be a man with money. No, cause confidence and being funny will take you far as shit with a female. When a woman start looking at you for just money, cause there's nothing else interesting about you she like. I promise you, there's nothing else about you she like, or she already didn't like you before. She already had these intentions when she met you. I promise you. Yes, women love stability. Women love to be comfortable, but it's not just about money. You could be a motherfucker with money and still lose a female. Look at all these rich people getting cheated on because they think, oh, she not gonna do nothing. I'm rich. I got this big name. I'm this nigga. I'm that nigga. She ain't going well. And look at Chris Brown get cheated on, nigga. And what woman in the world growing up wasn't in love with Chris Brown unless they was probably way older when he first came out. Come on, cuz he not even safe out here. He getting cheated on. Future get cheated on. It don't matter. These boys got millions. Look how much views I got in here. 58, 59. Them boys got over that much millions and they still get cheated on. That's how you know. So for a female to feel like, damn, I can secure this bag with him, or I can go and get what I like. I can go do what I like to do and end up where man, come on, man. What woman gonna choose that over that? Money over happiness. So for all my fellas in here that think, oh, women just want money, no, cuz work on your confidence and work on your fucking jokes and being funny. But I promise you, you will make a girl fall for you in a day or two or in a week, and she'll be looking like, how the fuck did this even happen? I don't even, you feel me? She got all type of emotions coming out of nowhere. Or when you just do things different than the average dude, bro, she gonna always remember you. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool knowing that I had to cut off a lot of people and knowing that things that I said and did was so different, they gonna remember that shit for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? I like to stand out. Especially if I'm gonna be temporary, I'm gonna stand out. And I'm gonna stand out so much that if you badmouth me or talk about me, if you get in the same room with somebody else that experienced my love, they're gonna shut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? How you show up in people's life, bro, it speaks volume. Fuck all that being scared to be hurt. Because every time you come at love and you give it your all, you get closer to that what you were looking for. If you sitting here holding back and oh, I'm scared to love, I'm gonna cheat first, and all, man, you know what you're doing. You are causing a cycle. Because whatever the fuck you do, that person is gonna be done to you. You hold back from somebody and got them in their head. Why this person acting like this? The person that you fuck with next gonna do the same thing to you. Everything you put out, the energy you put out will return to you. So fuck living in fear, fuck moving with fear. Walk through this bitch chin up, chest out, and go through it again. Fuck if you get hurt. You're going to learn another lesson that's gonna get you closer to what you want. Since 2020, I stopped cheating. 2020. It's been 6 years. And I done been through all type of shit. And I've never retaliated, try to do nothing back to the female because I know what come behind that shit. What a person do to you is their karma. What you do back is your karma. I don't give a fuck if somebody cheat first. If you cheat, you're going to get that karma back. God don't give a fuck about your reason. There's no just like when it comes to harming somebody, there is no good reason to harm somebody unless it's self defense. It is no good reason to be bitter. It is no good reason to be an asshole or be mean to people unless you checking a motherfucker who came at you with some sideways energy. And that's just the certain things that got those circumstantial situations. But everything when it like this, it don't matter. Got certain 13, 13. Certain things is just is what it is. You do it, you gonna get karma. That's why right now, bro, I don't be scared of nothing. But I feel like once spirit starts showing me this ain't the right space, this ain't the right relationship, this ain't the right time, then that's when I just start pulling back a little bit, and then I see how it go. Like, see if we gonna still remain friends. See if we gonna, fuck it. It is what it is. Be rooted in your purpose every day, bro. And you ain't gonna sit around worrying about if she like you, if he like you. Be rooted in your purpose every day, and shit will make sense. I promise you, 111. If you sit around worrying, damn, is she gonna call me? Is he gonna call me? They don't. Do they call you? Or do you just be sitting there in your motherfucking head? But when you go and focus on business, your health, how you know what I'm saying, then the motherfucker just be calling you out the blue. The shit just be happening so random. You attracting it at that moment. Don't chase, attract. Chasing love is the quickest way to get hurt. Attracting love is stay longer. It'll stay longer. I promise you all. It'll be a healthier because when you attract love, you will be dealing with a person that you won't have to impress. Y'all, it's gonna be kind of mutual, and the motherfucker be like, I don't know what it is about you, bro. I just feel like I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be around you. We supposed to do something together in life. But when you're trying to chase love, motherfucker looking at you like, nigga, make me smile, make me laugh, do a dance, do a trick. Fuck, they treat you like you just like that lame person in school that was trying to be their friend. That's how they treat you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how good you look, it don't matter because the better you look and they can treat you like that, the more their ego get boosted. And we all, you know what I'm saying, as humans, man, you gotta really work on that shit. That's why I admire people like I'm about to name two basketball players, Kyrie Irving, Stephen Curry. They are so fucking humble. They are so fucking like people will meet them and probably be like, oh my god, oh my god. They don't even got that type of energy to act like they might pipe you down a little bit, like, bro, treat me regular. Like treat me like I'm a regular human being. I love shit like that. I love people like that. Fuck all that ego based shit. Like especially these rappers and shit. You would go sell your soul, get hump your booty for some money, and you run around here letting that shit boost your ego, boy. What? You feel me? You say, oh, the ego. Anyways, I feel like somebody needed to hear some of that shit, but we going to the money and career. The first card that came up for y'all is hand. It's the speak of manifesting money, reaching goals, financially assist, financial assistance. So maybe you getting help getting a job, getting a loan, help reaching a goal, help manifesting money. Maybe you learning how to manifest from somebody. Maybe this talking about through me or somebody else in your life that know how to manifest. The amount of people nowadays in this world that be talking about manifestation, I love it. It's just I can't wait till everybody start talking about everything else that come with spirituality though. But almost everybody know what manifestation is nowadays. That's great. But it's like all the other shit that come with spirituality help you manifest at a higher rate. So fuck just being able to manifest. Let's do that shit at a let's turn into magicians. Let's be intentional with this shit. You know the fastest I ever manifest something? 3 days. 3 days is the fastest I ever manifest something. I lie. I manifest small things in a day, less than 24 hours. But anything big, 3 days. 3 days is the fastest. All right. The next card that came out: emotional spending, joint finances, being supported. I need to tell somebody this shit. When you trying to manifest something, stay away from arguments, stay away from heated conversations, stay away from all that shit. I'm talking about move like you the like nonchalant as shit. Like you don't care. Everything you need to analyze, everything you need to see, pay attention to it. When you're trying to manifest, don't I say that all the time, luxury. I tell people like, bro, for other people, I'm like a walking genie because I can manifest for other people better than I can manifest for myself. I can speak something into existence for a person and that should have happened so quick for them. But when I do it for myself, it's like it takes time. I gotta build this shit up every day. I gotta like, you know, and it just comes so random. But when I literally, I was just telling somebody this story a couple days ago. I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's this street. Anybody been in Charlotte? It's this street called Noda. Noda. It's a club called Noda something over there, and it's a script with just a bunch of bars and clubs and shit. So it's people out there selling their clothes and shit. I'm selling hats. I was selling hats at the time, trying to push my own brand. Other people beside me selling clothes. This one lady across from me was selling earrings. I noticed how people was coming up to her trying to buy her earrings and they wasn't. They were just looking at it and walking off. And her face had looked so sad. I'm like, damn. So I was like, the next person that come to her gonna spend money. And I promise you, 3 minutes later, the next person walked up, bought two earrings, and then the next person came up, bought earrings too. That lady was smiling so hard, and I was just smiling on the inside, like she didn't even know I did that. She don't even know I did that. I be doing shit for people on the low all the time because it's like when you tell people, it's literally I had people in my life that watch me manifest shit. They've watched it firsthand, me do shit that's not normal, and them to be the same people that turn around and be like, you can't do this. You don't really do that. You this, you that, you that. Bitch, seen exactly what the fuck I am. But I noticed it be the people. That's why I like doing it the street. Do like manifesting shit for people and don't even tell them. Don't even say nothing. I'm gonna get my blessing from God. You feel me? I'm gonna get my acknowledgement from God. I don't have to. But I notice when you tell people that, little do you know, you will wonder at that moment when them people start talking crazy to you, why the fuck you still fuck with me then if you feel like that? Because they know when you first told them of what you told them about your energy, they know you like that. They just don't want. They just want to try to dim your light so they can benefit off your energy more. They can benefit off your energy more when you lack confidence, when you lack self worth. I'm trying to tell you. Why you think when you're in a relationship with that man and he treats you like shit, he don't start to have his downfall until you leave, right or wrong, till you start spending less time with that motherfucker. Don't that's when they had their downfall? That female that talked crazy about you when y'all was together, you took care of her, you did everything that you were supposed to do for her, she still talking to you crazy. It take a little longer for women because women ego. They think, oh, 100 niggas like they post. Oh, all these niggas want me, girl. They want to stick a dick in you, and the only time some of them come back is because it was good to them. It was real good to them, so they want to come back. Let them get tired of fucking you. You gonna see how they really feel. You know if a man really like you because he not coming. A man that really like you, he's going to watch how he talk to you. He not gonna come at you in a way he like, all right, I'm not gonna come at her like a hoe because that could fuck up my chances. I'm not gonna come at her like this because it could fuck up this. I'm gonna start with her mind. I'm gonna make sure I get to where I'm trying to go. I can really see who this person is, know who this person is. A person that let me tell you this right here. When you talking to a man, and sometimes men say anything, but you gotta make it seem like I'm comfortable with you regardless. I'm gonna fuck with you regardless, even with women. But still, women are trying to play that role anyway because women don't believe that. Women know if they do certain shit or get caught doing certain shit, you're gonna treat them a certain type of way. They know that shit. Even if you won't, they just believe that. You gotta make a person you talking to believe that you don't judge. You ain't gonna judge them. You ain't gonna treat them no type of way. You still fuck with them, and then that's when you're gonna hear how they really think, what they really want. And if the shit that they say they want don't align with you and you can tell them the shit that you want and then you know it on the line with the shit they say, watch how they just change up what they want now. Oh, well, I don't mind. Da, 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 da. Oh, I don't mind. That's either two things. That's a person that's desperate for love, or that's a person that's willing to do anything to get where they want to be with you. I be hating I've been like I don't know, man. You just gotta hang with niggas or even just be in certain place like the gym, basketball court and shit. This is the places where you really hear how men talk about women, or in the barbershop and shit. Soon as a woman come around that men like you, that conversation cease. Now everybody fake as hell. Oh, how you doing, man? trying to be the gentleman, perfect gentleman. As soon as you leave, boy, listen, I'll put a baby in that bitch and leave her with the baby and all that shit. Y'all don't know the half. Y'all and women too. Well, listen, women act like they be so. Women talk worse than men. So I had more women friends than I had male friends. Women, boy, women be a little worse than men now. And you want to know why? Because y'all don't get caught. Y'all rarely get caught. y'all get away with shit so smooth. Y'all is the smooth criminals Michael Jackson been talking about. You've been hit by. Yeah. Okay. So be aware of emotional spending at this time. You could be about to be um, being supported or joint finances. Maybe you and somebody got a joint bank account or something like that. Or maybe somebody coming up to you giving you their card like, get what you want, get what you need, type of shit like that. Or this is just you manifested. This support could be you in spirit, you in the Most High God. Okay, face came out. So something you do is come with like your face value plays a big part in whatever this is. Repetition, exposure, self-made fame. So somebody could do something that come with some type of fame or something like that. You say not all, some really be good. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. I done had a female play in my face for 4 years, playing my energy for 4 years. Even when I had those enough intuitive knowledge to know this ain't what is being presented. Especially when you dealing with a person who do spell work and you dealing with a person who do sex magic and shit like that. Oh my god, that shit is the worst. Cause it's like that sex magic allows them to hide certain shit from you while as long as you allowing them in your energy. When you stop having sex with them, when you start creating distance from them, when a person ghosts you, you could be trying to get readers on a motherfucker in your life the whole time you in their life. You ghost that person, spend a week away from let them ghost you and go somewhere. That's when you're gonna start hearing the truth about them in your readings. That's when you, as long as a person is close to you every single day, it's like they can manipulate the readings, they can manipulate the energy. So now you done got a reading that's saying this, oh, this person's loyal. Now you got a reading saying this person's cheating. Now you back and forth like, what the fuck is going on? Spend a little time away from that person. You're gonna get that clarity. Solid finances, investing, integrity, deep values. You could be investing right now, and this could be, the results of this could be turning into solid finances. Like, I'm hearing not to where you can be able to do whatever you want, but like if this talk about business, you can invest in whatever you want. You can make whatever moves you want, type shit like that to create you get into this worry free finances. So it's like resources and shit. Earning power, building a business, sound decision. So if somebody not building a business, you could just be raising your vibration at this time, raising your frequency, and this is playing a big part in what you're earning. You're raising your spiritual power, and this is bringing in the more you anything like when I talk about attracting shit. When people say I don't chase, I attract, you want to know how that happens? Raising your vibration is the thing that pulls it in. Affirmations is it doesn't just work for it by itself. Because if you out here living a fucked up life and you running around here saying all these positive affirmations, you think you really gonna experience that shit like that? You're not. You might experience little bits and pieces of it, but you're not gonna really experience it like that. Raising your vibration along with the affirmation, along with the positive, writing shit down, journaling. These things, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, imagine trying to go live, right? Going live is the okay to successfully go live with good connection is the goal. But you can go live, but it hit different when you going live with one bar versus going live with three, 4 bars, and the internet connection is trying to manifest from us. You see, I don't know if y'all see how this shit skipping and jumping as I'm saying it. Trying to manifest from this moment, from this, it hit different when you're trying to manifest from this. When that Wi-Fi is potent, when you click on something in 2 seconds, that shit pop up. 1 second that bitch pop up versus 5 seconds buffering, then 8 seconds for the page, all the shit to pop up. It hit different. I hope that didn't go over nobody's head. I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say by that. Somebody could have went through some type of rough patch, borrowing money, low on cash, but you're about to, if you don't already, you about to really fully understand what I'm talking about, how raising your vibration can change everything. But let me tell y'all something, because this is something that I need to know. I needed to know too, because I noticed this today. The not too long ago, I was in a mood where I just wanted to talk to people and shit like that, and I only get like that when I let people in, and then end up having to fall out with that person, and I like now, damn, I done started to open that door for wanting to talk. Now I want to talk. Soon as I don't, and nobody really be there like that. But then soon as I don't want to talk to nobody, everybody want to conversate with me. Today, boy, about 7 people messaged me, and I like, bro, it's not normal. I mean, yeah, I done talked to these people before, but it's not normal for all y'all to hit me up before fucking 12 o'clock. My vibration is raising, and I'm understanding now that everybody want a piece of my fucking energy when my vibration is raising. Everybody want to talk now and shit. I don't want to talk. I'm about to go a whole 7 days without talking to nobody. I don't want to talk. I don't. I understand what the fuck is going on now. Y'all feeding off my energy, and as soon as you get the energy you want from me, now y'all slow to replying. Now they don't want to reply. But when you know your self worth and know how your energy affects people, they treat you way different. They treat you way different when you stand on that shit and you don't and you turn your energy, your circle, your space into a no play zone. People treat you way different. People low key treat you like a fucking celebrity, low key. And I don't even like being around people like that because that shit ain't real. When you hang around a celebrity, what you be when you coming up? Oh my god! Da, 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 da. When you get comfortable with them, you think you still gonna be acting like that? No, you're not. You're just trying to get in the door. You're just trying not to fuck it up. You're not gonna walk up to your favorite celebrity talking to them like the person in your life you're comfortable with. You know you're not. But me, I will. You wanna know why? Because I'm not a fan of people. I'm a fan of your work, not you, nigga. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck about you. And I curse your ass out and still go home and jam your music, nigga. Because I'm a fan of your music, not you. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk to your ass. If I met Beyonce today, I would treat her like as if she a cousin of mine. And I'm not gonna treat you special. I don't even fuck with my cousins. But I like if looking at her, I'll be like, nod my head. I ain't about to say, "What's up, Beyonce?" I don't fucking know you. Why am I calling you by your name? When people when people that know me from here or know me from Facebook call my name and I don't know them, I feel weird as hell about that shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel weird. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to even conversate with you or be around you. What are your intentions? I don't know you. Who sent you, motherfucker? That's just how my mind works. All right, but sometimes be going on and on so long I don't even remember the fuck the point was of me saying that. But we about to get to the higher self messages. This is supposed to be a quick message, man. But fuck it, let me hurry up. 'Cause my daughter's still outside, but she ain't alone though, and she ain't all that young. But there's just a lot going on for me to just let her be out and about like that by herself. It says you are an original, so let yourself follow your own heart. I'm talking to somebody with an old soul. You don't need to go to nobody for no advice. Your higher self, bro. I feel like I'm talking to somebody. Anything you can ever ask somebody for advice, your soul has experienced over like 4 to 8 times. So you're going to just ask somebody that's probably not connected to their soul, that don't even, you know what I'm saying? They're not even tapping into the old ancient knowledge that their soul knows. You're not gonna get a real good answer from them, especially if you tapped in with yourself. Ask your higher self. And I noticed that shit when I was like 17, 18 years old. I'm like, damn, every time I act, because I talk to myself a lot. Because I realized too, when you talk to yourself, you're not just talking to yourself, you're talking to your God. You're talking to your higher self. You bouncing shit back with you and your higher self, analyzing shit, you're talking to God. God dwells in your higher self. Okay. Your ancestors too. Your ancestors, Horus, which is the Messiah. They all call Jesus, but hey, to each his own, do your thing. Um, all of them dwell in your higher self. Your spirit team, your intuition, that shit comes through your higher self. And all of these things I'm talking about is connected to your intuition. All of it. It says everything is unfolding as it should be. So no matter how shit feel, when shit feel like weird, just go and meditate. I promise you. When shit feel weird, meditate. Like that whole day might feel weird, even while you're meditating, after you meditate, or pay attention to the next 3 days after that shit. When every time shit feel weird and you go meditate, pay attention to after that shit how it feel, how shit flow. When I used to meditate every day, bro, miracles used to come in so fucking randomly and all the time. The only thing that get in my way of meditating every day is the weather. But I need to start doing it with candles because I realize when you come inside and you do it with candles, it's more intense. It feels more intense inside of you versus doing it in the sun. The sun feel very intense as well, but candles, that shit feels so motherfucking intense. Especially if you trying to go within and you on like shrooms or you been smoking a blunt or something like that. But that shit, the first time I did that shit felt scary how fucking intense that shit was. But the next day, bro, my vibration was so crazy. Animals was coming up to me. Like we had these bunnies in our neighborhood. They used to always come out of their owner house and they used to come to our yard every day and chill with me and my daughter. We'd feed them carrots or lettuce, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They used to always come to our yard. You would never see them in nobody else's yard. I don't even know what yard they came from or how far they traveled to come to us. But they used to be in our yard every day. Certain people, dogs, when I go to dog parks, they dog walk up to me. I go to the beach. Kids ride by me in the car. They be like hard as hell or be waving at me in the store. Like this is the type of shit that happens. This is signs to let you know your vibration is raising. Keep going. Keep doing it. Boy, get to it, man. Listen, I can't explain this shit for real, for real. Like, I can explain it, but it's like I don't know if y'all really be able to understand. It's like I'm about to say like the Prince of Egypt, and I'm not talking about the movie The Prince of Egypt that was about Moses and shit. The title itself, that's how you feel. You feel like a prince. You feel like a king. You feel like a queen, a princess walking through this world when your vibration is raised. How shit just be happening for you in life. People just be, oh no, you good. You don't gotta pay me. No, you. Me and my daughter just went to the park, the playground, and there was a lady out there doing lemonade and shit. She was charging $2 for a lemonade, but she gave me and my daughter two free lemonades. But I still paid her for it because I didn't feel right. Because the little kid that came after her, she charged him. So I'm like, no, hell no. I gotta pay. How the fuck I'm gonna take something free from you and you charge the little kid? I gotta pay. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of shit that happens. And my daughter just gained two new friends, and both of them her age, and one of them got the same, damn near the same name as her, and all that shit. Like they got, you know what I'm saying? That shit just you just running into soul like, okay, your soul tribe. You gotta be in a high vibration to attract your soul tribe. You can't just be out here living a fucked up life thinking God gonna send you your soul tribe. You can't. It's just that certain things don't mesh well. Like all these people out here in this life, in this world, like rappers and shit like that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, these rappers and shit, y'all might think, damn, this person lived a fucked up ass life. He done murdered, killed. He done got away with this, that, and the third. You think God blessing him, but man, he sold his soul for that money. That money is not given to him by God. You see half of these artists, they dying early before they even get to really experience their career and experience what come with their career. The ones that be dying early, that's how you know them be the ones that really was doing that. They was the ones that was really murdering. It was really. I feel like if God spare you from shit like that, you might have had a good reason to do the things you did. Now, when you see people who you know murdered and killed before, and they really getting blessings in life, it's because of their reason for having to do it. It's their reason of why they did what they did. Because circumstances do play a role. Intentions play a role. Your intentions mean everything. Your intentions is the biggest part of karma. Your intentions is going to determine everything about how that karma come back. Okay, but everything is unfolding as it should. So trust the process. Keep going. You get lost. You want questions? Ask your higher self. Ask God. My connection lagging. I ain't surprised. You know, niggas start dropping jewels. These demons and devils start projecting shit. But all that shit gonna do is return to sender. So I hope it's worth it. Storms may bring passion, but not peace. You could be going through things that's just meant to literally light the fire up under your ass, help you tap back into your ambition, help you tap back into your inner strength and shit like that. Your heart already knows the way. Your heart always knows the way. Simply trust it. I don't know why I just heard your heart knew the way in every lifetime. So don't start acting like you don't know what to do now. I understand you don't remember your past life. I understand, yeah, it take time to get those downloads and bits and pieces of past life, who you was, what you did, but it's just certain shit you can feel. But your heart already knows the way. Don't go against it. Don't go against what your intuition already telling you because this the same energy that been guiding you in all of these past lives. That should be the most energy you come most comfortable with than anybody, even your kids. You feel me? The reason I say that because that intuition come first, man. That intuition can save your life. It's not all the time that somebody else's intuition can save your life or would save your life, but yours always will save yours, unless it's meant for you to go through that, whatever you about to go through, then it's gonna happen anyway. It says, as you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your higher self, and that's what somebody being called to do. Connect, draw closer to their higher self, so you can attract more, you can manifest more. And literally, look at the next card. It says, you are a magical being with the whole universe waiting to assist you. Sometimes you gotta kind of your spirit team. Sometimes you gotta kind of demand them what you want them to do. You know how many cycles and shit that I feel like God be trying to repeat in my life, and I'll be like, hell no, I cut that person off like you told me to do. I ain't over there in the same shit that kept that cycle going. Don't try to bring this shit back to me. We already done. I done learned the lesson. I already done did this and that. Fuck that. I want this, or I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get that. I'm not accepting that shit. No, I'm not. When every single time I talk to God like that, I manifest it every time. I want this, I need that, or I'm going to go get it. And I know you don't want me to go do it in the way I'm thinking. I'm being loyal to you now. Pay like, come on now, come on now, don't play with me. I like for real. And said when a new door opens, walk through it and begin it again. So when you walk through new doors, don't go through it with those old fears, that old anxiety. Oh, things turned out like this last time. This is your time to step up and lead from your soul. Your dreams are never further than you can reach. Yeah, so when you step through this new door, whatever this is, lead from your soul. You feel me? Don't be a people pleaser. If this is a new job, don't try to just get along with people. Be who the fuck you called to be in these people's face. Fuck if they don't like you. My last job, my boss ain't like me. This nigga, bro, this nigga was so petty. I left my work shoes at work. This nigga threw my shoes away. And you know, he went to go buy my shit too because when I got back to work, he was like, "Oh, you got some money? You want to buy some shoes?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do, but I shouldn't be buying shit. Whoever threw it away need to be buying it." Then he was like, "Well, you can't do nothing about it now. What we gonna do moving forward?" I said, "Hey, there's cameras in this bitch, so I mean, I can get to the bottom of it if I really fucking want to." Then right after that, he walked off and gave the lady money to go pick the shoes up for me and bring it back. At that moment, I knew right there that he threw them away. And the first thing he said, he was like, "Well, I wasn't here. I didn't touch the shoes." And he kept saying that. He said that shit like 3, 4 times. Nigga, yes, you threw it away. My intuition pointing dead at your ass. You threw it away. You the only reason. You're the only person that have a reason to throw it away. Cause I know you didn't like me. I knew you was jealous of me and shit. And I told the other workers how I felt about that shit. And I know they came and told you because they were closer to you than they is with me. And I ain't give a fuck. I want them to come and tell you because if I said it to your face, we probably would have fought. I'm not even gonna lie. That's the only reason why I'm not confrontational sometimes. Because if somebody gives the wrong reaction, bro, and this little fuse be going off in my head sometimes, that bitch literally be like, bro, I spaz out. I put hands on you. That's why I'm not confrontational. Because if you say the wrong thing, I might put hands on you. So I know how I need to move to not block my blessings from God. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't gotta always be confrontational. Sometimes just cut a motherfucker off. That's the action they did was the clarity. Fuck approaching them about it. I don't deal with people that do this. You did that. Bye. The fuck? Learn your boundaries and tell people that shit from the jump. So I feel like that is kind of unfair, even though people can do shit that can upset you and all of that shit. When you're dealing with a person, especially that's used to open connection, open relationship, they have a whole totally different mindset. So you have to set boundaries with people like that. You know, the type of person that always got multiple females and these females cool with it, multiple guys and these guys cool with it. Yes, you have to set boundaries. Their mind don't work the same. So if they do something to you that they used to doing and it hurt you, but you didn't set those boundaries and let them know everything you're not going for, can you really be mad at them? Only way I could say you could be mad at them is if it was a surprise to the action they did based off of what they told you about themselves. That's narcissistic right there. Ain't nothing else. You being somebody different than you told me you was, yeah, ain't no excuse for that shit. Sometimes it is circumstances and shit that make people, do different things or do shit that they normally wouldn't do. And if a person really want you to know that, they're gonna give you that clarity. And they're not gonna stop neither. Me, I'm the type of person, if I know, like, say if I moved in a way that was kind of funny and I knew it was funny, and the person I'm dealing with acting some type of way, stay out the way. Everyone got no social life. I got to protect me. I mean, you should have a social life though. I ain't gonna lie, because not having no social life at all, it can make can't get off track. I came a long way. I feel that, but like not having a social life at all will be that for me. It's the thing that been making me settle for fucking fucked up relationships or fucked up people, or making excuses for people when I see karmic shit that they do. Not having a social life at all. Then when you finally get that social life, it's like, damn, I don't want to just close that door right now. I started liking this person. I started, you feel me? You gotta have some type of social life. I don't give a fuck. You talk to the old lady down the street. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's high vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Even like how you come on here and we conversating on the live like this. Even if it's just that, it's something, man. You gotta talk to somebody. Everybody work differently, but me, man, I can do it. And I've been anti my whole life, but it's like ever since I started my spiritual journey, it's like God showing me I'm not meant to be as antisocial as I've been being my whole life. Like, yeah, I'm supposed to be anti in a somewhat for protection, just to understand where I need to be, what I don't need to be around. But lately, he been showing me like we passed that. It's meant your voice is a gift. Your words are gifts. Your healing abilities are gifts. We need you social life, but we just need you to know who to deal with, who not to deal with, to know these type of energies when you see it. Karmics, low vibrational people, narcissists, gaslighters, all this different type of shit. You socialize at the gym, yeah, shit like that. And I try to tell my daughter too, with her friends and shit in school. I always try to tell her like, man, I want you to deal with people who doing things that you do. You want to play soccer or basketball or run track. Talk to people who do that. You know what I'm saying? People who can help you become better at what you're doing. Don't deal with people who are gonna be a distraction. You play basketball, this motherfucker is a class clown. What the fuck is he gonna help you do? Are you trying to be in on an honor roll or be on motherfucker, but you hanging with the class clown? Like it gotta make sense. Hang with people that can teach you something. Hang with people that make you feel good, that help you raise your vibration, contribute to something that's rooted or with God. You know what I'm saying? Helping you with something that, because all our talents we got came from God. All our talents came from God. Everything that we like, and I'm not talking about the shit that we start liking due to trauma, because once you heal, you will realize some of the shit you thought you like, you really don't like. You just got used to it because of trauma. I had to go through that realization too. But all your talents, all your gifts, all the things that you've been liking in your life, you're like, damn, I've been liking this shit since I'm a little boy. And 10 years passed by and you still fucking like it. Those are the things that God instilled in you. That shit was a part of you before you had breath, before you had life. So the people you deal with should be helping you elevate in any of these areas. You know what I'm saying? It gotta make sense. God made your purpose was God given. We don't give ourselves our purpose. So align everything up in your life with your purpose. Once you realize what that is, you know what I'm saying? That should have saved you a lot of trouble, a lot of shit with God. Because you around things that don't align with you, guess what it's gonna do? Hurt you, backstab you, all that shit. I don't give a fuck if it's family, friends, lovers. If they not aligned with you, that's what's gonna happen every time. Or if it's not in the direction God wants you to go into. And even not even all the times, people who doing the same thing is good for you to be around too. But it's better because it's like, okay, if I'm in a community of tarot readers, I deal with all these tarot readers. Some of them fucked up, some of them good. I'm learning from both. I'm still learning from both. 444. I'm talking to somebody that's spiritually protected. So all that fear you got, man, you don't worry about that. And I said it in the beginning of the reading. Stop being so fearful. 54, 54. Go out and learn, live life. You know what I'm saying? The more you go out here and love, I'm not gonna say unconditionally, but you love without fear, the faster you manifest in that love that you want, even if it don't transpire in that love of where you loving with no fear, you're like running fast to the blessed to the lessons that you are meant to learn through love. But if you running from it, it's gonna take longer for them lessons to come. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harsher going through it. Versus if you, I done got my heart broke 20 times this year, but I'm still ready to love. What's up, shorty? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? And really put your mindset in a way like, all right, I'm gonna shake my, I'm gonna mold my mindset to not be hurt if this person do disrespect me. Because now you're practicing detachment while learning how to love, while healing love. You're practicing detachment. And detachment, I don't think real love gonna come in before you learn detachment. I ain't gonna lie, and I think that's one of the lessons that is big pertaining to relationships that God showed you. I think that's one of the biggest fucking lessons, other than self love, boundaries, and detachment. Those are the three biggest things. If God could send you a soulmate right now, and if a motherfucker too obsessed with you, they too in love with you to the point where they love you more than they love themselves, they love you more than they love God, God will take that relationship. He'll take that relationship down. Even if y'all meant to be together. I'm trying to tell you. But honestly, I don't feel like God gonna even bring two people together until they are fully ready. He might let you meet the person. You ever met a person and y'all ain't start dating till 2, 3 years later? Y'all just met, y'all was on some cool shit. Sometimes you meet a person and don't even like them at first. Y'all might have had an argument, some type of altercation. But then later on, y'all start talking. It was that those situations is when God show you you met the person you're supposed to talk to, even if it's supposed to be for a short period of time. You met the person you're supposed to talk to, it just wasn't that time. All that time after y'all met was y'all both, healing or whatever. Even if it's subconsciously, you're not being like, okay, I'm doing this and on purpose to get this person. Everything that your spirit, your intuition is telling you to do is leading you to everything you want and everything that God has for you. That love God got for you. That bank account God got for you. That job, that career God got for you. Yep, all is in alignment, literally. Literally. It's about balance and alignments, everything. That's why I love spirituality over religion because it's so simple. It's so much simple. The only thing it is that's hard about it is we're not used to doing certain things. We gotta like we teach ourselves. We gotta relearn. And that's what it mean in the Bible when it say to be born again, not just getting dunked in some motherfucking water. Unlearning everything you was taught and learning everything through spirit, through your intuition. Because your intuition don't never lie. It's gonna tell you the truth about anything. I don't give a fuck. You can ask your intuition ancient shit. You can get ancient wisdom through your intuition. Real talk. You can ask them almost anything. But with that being said, y'all, it ain't easy, but worth it. Luxury for life. I appreciate you in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say co-signing, but responding to the things I'm saying because it's like I feel like you helping me help the people watching understand. So I appreciate that. But with that being said, I gotta get off here, y'all. I gotta go check on my daughter, man. I'm gonna be back on later when after she go home. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I gotta come back and do a bonus reading, man. I feel so good. I feel blessed, man, because God, anybody been watching me for a little minute, I've been trying to manifest, getting both of my kids being in their life for a little minute, for some months now. And that shit just happened out of nowhere. And now I feel blessed. I'm like, God, that was the biggest blessing I could ask you for. I don't give a fuck about no money. I don't give a fuck. I want to be in my trying life. Fuck all that. And I feel like that was the biggest blessing. Now it's like, I don't have no wants now. It's like anything the divine gonna throw at me is gonna be a surprise. And you get more blessings when you don't always have a want. When you just sitting there like, man, I'm content. I'm happy. God, throw at me whatever, throw whatever piece you want to throw next. Like when you live life like I'm not worried, I'm not bothered, I don't care. I'm just living this bitch happy, no matter what. Blessings come as a surprise, and that's how God want us to be. He want to surprise us. When you always anticipating, wondering, well, God, when you gonna do it? I'm waiting on that blessing. I'm waiting. He gonna have your ass waiting, cause Why the fuck is you waiting on me? Why the fuck is you sitting here worrying about when I'm gonna do something? You got all this other assignments I told you to work on, healing and this and that and the third. That's what's going to bring all of this shit in. Just do what the fuck I told you, and I got you. Literally. Most High don't make no promises he don't keep. And if he don't keep a promise, it's because you didn't keep yours. You didn't sacrifice that thing you were supposed to sacrifice. You didn't change that thing you told him. Like you know how we go to God, we be knowing the shit we need to sacrifice. When we feel like God mad at us or shit not going right in life, we start, God, what is it? Is it that I do this? Is it that I do that? Yeah, you start saying all of the shit that's the problem. You know what it is. All of that shit you just said, that's the shit you need to work on. God, I ain't gonna drink no more, I promise. Yeah, that drinking is exactly why he got you feeling like that, because he wants your ass to slow down, stop, or something for a period of time. There's nothing wrong with a little drink, but overindulging, if you the type to get fucked up to the liquor make you feel like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Yeah, overindulging is the sin. Not just participating in it, overindulging. Like weed. Weed is not a sin. But if I'm overindulging in that bitch every day, becomes one. It becomes a hindrance of being in alignment. Vanity, anything that's, you feel me? These are all hindrance. This game system right here that's on right now, that's vanity. But see, I got my daughter in here playing Sims because through Sims, you can use Sims to manifest. That's why I always liked that game since a child. I used to watch my cousin manifest through the shit he used to do on the game in real life before I knew what manifestation was. So I used to do that shit. I'm like, can I get on this bitch as a kid? Like, can I create a life on this game and live it in real life? You can do that. You can use it for that. You can use shit like the game Sims as a tool to manifest. You can create the house you want and be like, yep, this is gonna be my house. Yep. I'm gonna sit in this section of this house every day when I walk through that door. Yeah, it's time to go. Motherfucking ops jumping in here. Time to go, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Love y'all. Did it end? It ain't even end. You 100% right though, luxury life for life. I gotta end this though. The motherfucking nosy people. 444. I'm protecting though, but I only wanna feel y'all weird ass energy and what y'all project. Like, damn, it's a beautiful ass Sunday. Niggas ain't got nothing else to do. But people life depend on going against the chosen. They motherfucking happiness, wealth, future, all that shit depend on going against the chosen one. Because once you already go against the chosen one, you don't repent and then go get and pay your karmic debts. Guess what's happening? You gonna have a fucked up life for the rest of your life. That's one of the biggest sins you commit. Trying to stop a chosen one, slow a chosen one down, or affect a chosen one's purpose. That's the worst sin you could commit. So have fun, y'all. That want to fuck with God's chosen and His collective. Have fun with it. We don't give a fuck because y'all fucking with us make our blessings bigger. Thank you. Y'all have to slow blessings down, but you make them bigger. Why this shit won't end the fucking video? I'm sorry, y'all cursing and shit. I'm trying to end this video. Hmm. Let me see. Click out of it. I don't think it ends sometimes.